Hey everyone, welcome to the certification of Camtasia. This course is going to walk you through everything you need to know about Camtasia and get you certified in the application. Each topic is going to center around a different workflow, and then it's going to dive into different features that you can use. The way that I designed this course is so you can come back and jump to specific pages as well. So I have a lot in store for you. I hope you're excited to dive in and start working with the application. So let's cover what we're going to be talking about throughout the entire course in the next video. All right, so let's cover exactly what different topics we're going to be working with throughout the course. Now, in each of these topics, we're going to dive into different features and different activities that you can do with these sections. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about what each of those sections are. And then once we get into those sections, I'll talk exactly the kind of features we're going to be covering in that section. So after the introduction here, we're going to dive right into starting with a new project. This means getting started with an existing project, where to save your project, exploring the user interface, and so forth. And then we're going to dive into probably one of the most common parts of Camtasia that you'll be using, which is the introduction to the recorder and how you're going to record your screen, because Camtasia is meant to record your screen. So we'll talk about exactly the controls and different things that you can do with the recorder. And then we'll dive into managing assets and really video. I think of like taking different assets like images and audio and video and other things, bringing it all together and making it really clean. So we'll talk exactly about how to bring in assets, where to get assets, and so forth. Then we'll dive into an introduction into the canvas and talk about what the canvas is and how you can use all the different features of the canvas. After that, we'll get into the timeline and start talking about editing and cutting up your video, taking out the mistakes, making it sound really good and polished. And then we'll dive into editing your audio as well and talk about all the things you can do to enhance your audio. And then adding callouts where you can point at different things of your screen. You can add arrows, you can add blurs, and so you can blur out different portions of your screen as well. You can add shapes to add different styles and effects. And then we'll dive into animations and how to animate these shapes and animate these arrows and callouts, and then even how to add on cursor effects to draw the attention of your viewer as well. So we'll talk all about that. And then adding on visual effects to enhance your video and make it look really polished. And we'll also dive into the new features of Camtasia Rev and talk exactly how to take advantage of that for some quick video edits. And then finally, we're going to talk about exporting it and sharing your videos, whether that be using something like screencasts or putting it on YouTube or something like that. We'll talk about all of that. So as you can see, we have a lot to cover. Before we get started, I want to let you know a little bit about me, and we'll talk about that next. All right, since we're going to be spending a lot of time together, I wanted to give a brief introduction into who I am and talk about why I may be teaching a course like this. Now, I do run a company called Learning Dojo. If you go to learningdojo.ninja, I do a weekly blog post and I have full courses as well. I've been doing online courses for a long time. I've been creating courses for Udemy. I also have been creating courses for Pluralsight as well. Have over 14 different courses that I've produced. And in every single one of those courses, I've used Camtasia to create my videos. All of them are teaching software and teaching people how to do things, how to create online training, or how to do web development. And I've used Camtasia for every single one of them. So I've been an avid Camtasia user for a long time. And I jumped at the opportunity to teach this course because video is a passion of mine. I've been working with video since I was in high school a long time ago. I love video and being able to really make a video look polished. And especially when it comes to instruction or you're showing somebody a screen, there's a lot that I could share there. So that's who I am. I've worked for companies like Amazon. I've worked for companies like ELB Learning. I've consulted with other large companies like Visa and Disney as well. So I have a lot of experience that I'm excited to share with you as we go throughout this course. So we're ready to dive into the software now. Let's go ahead and jump on to the next module and start talking about how to create a new project.